Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 140th Annual Spring Convocation of the University of Manitoba. My name is Mel Braun. I'm an Associate Professor of Voice at the Des Hôtels Faculty of Music, where I teach singing and work with operatic ensembles. I will be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Now, we do welcome you taking pictures. That's one of the reasons you're here, but we ask that you do so from your seats. Also, if at all possible, remember at this stage to turn your cell phones to silent. There will be a reception following the ceremony. Students will recess to the reception area outside on the Curry Place Pedway, that-a-way. You'll see tents set up with coffee and all kinds of sweets that you don't want to miss. Please plan to meet your graduate in the reception area and celebrate with them all the things that they have to celebrate today. Next, I would like to welcome our guests who are seated here to my left. These are special guests of the president of our university, as well as being guests of recipients of special honors and awards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we've all come for, please rise for the entrance of the academic party and our graduating students. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses are located on original lands of Anishinaabe, Cree, Ojibwe, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We are pleased to recognize and honor today's Métis graduates by displaying a specially created convocation sash on the center table. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories, we acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Now, graduates, I would ask that you please rise. Today's traditional honor song won't be happening. Our singer is ill, but we will ask you to join us and baritone Nicholas Niebuhr from the Des Hôtels Faculty of Music in the singing of O Canada.
Good afternoon. Welcome, graduates, and welcome to family and friends. Today, we celebrate success at the end of a journey and anticipate opportunities on the path ahead. So congratulations and thank you to the graduates who are seated before me and their friends and family members in the audience and my colleagues behind me. I'd like to acknowledge our Chancellor, Ms. Anne Mann. I also welcome today's recipient of our highest honor, the honorary doctorate degree, Mr. Paul Demeray, Jr. And I would also like to welcome to our platform today honorary doctors of our university, Dr. Donald Whitmore, Dr. Kevin Kavanaugh, Dr. Janice Johnston, and Dr. Tom Denton. Also, Dr. Emeka Southmary, President Emeritus and Honorary Doctor, previous Chancellor Harvey Sector, and Mr. Jeff Lieberman, Chair of the Board of Governors. And also on the platform today are members of the senior administration of the university, deans, directors, student representatives, and faculty members who have played important roles in the achievements that we're here to celebrate. As President of the University of Manitoba, I formally declare this convocation to be in session. 2 weeks ago, graduates, I spoke to your peers in the health sciences at their convocation ceremonies on our Bannatyne campus. I talked to them about the importance of giving back, and today I want to share a similar message with you. I know that you've given much of yourselves to arrive here today. Congratulations. You have a great deal for which you can be proud. All of us gathered here today to celebrate your successes are proud of you as well. As much as you've given of yourselves to succeed, remember that much has been given to you for the same purpose, from your families, your friends, your university, your community. And now you are poised to enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Savor this moment. Next comes the truly exciting part of life, and that is building your future. Pursue your dreams, make things happen, change the world, and don't forget, while you're making the most of your own life, to give back. Give back to those who helped you, give back to your community, give back to the world. You have many models that I hope will inspire you to remember to give back. The alumni family that you joined today gives back. They support undergraduate and graduate students through donations for scholarships, programs, and buildings, and they support this community and communities around the world through a generous spirit of philanthropy and volunteerism. Your university, its faculty, staff, and students also gives back. We promote HIV/AIDS prevention throughout the world through innovative educational programs. We generate awareness of global climate change. We judge school science fairs. We share our creative arts with the public. We take our ideas out into the world. There are many ways to give back, and already, during your studies, through initiatives like 5 Days for the Homeless, Bisons Against Bullying, and through participating in Rec and Read, you've demonstrated community-mindedness. By taking part in activities like Game Changer, you demonstrated how to work together as a team to devise innovative solutions to global problems. You, your class, your generation can shape the world. More accurately, you will shape the world one way or the other, for better or for worse, just as those of us who've come before you had the unavoidable opportunity to shape the world. I urge you to choose to make the world a better place, certainly for yourself, your family, your friends, but also for the collective good. I have confidence that you can make your lives, your families, your communities, your world. You can make them better through positive change, and I encourage you to do so. Your ability to give back is inspirational, and we expect great things from you. Now, I'd just like to say a word or two to members of the audience. This is a celebration, and people like to celebrate in different ways, different modes of expression. Some people in circumstances like this find it appropriate to applaud. So when someone that you're here to celebrate is named and is briefly on the platform, it would be appropriate to applaud. Let's make sure that we all know how to do that. Thank you. Now, some families and some friends are comfortable with considerably more energetic expressions, and I'd just like to see if there are any examples of that in the room. Good. It's good to know that you're ready. I would encourage you to remember this one thing. Each person will be the center of our attention for a relatively small period of time. So if you find the high energy output to be the mode of expression for you, remember not to let it go on too long, because you don't want to take away from the time of the next person who's coming after. Thank you all for being here. We're looking forward to a good time together.
Good afternoon. I'm Emeka Satmari, President Emeritus and Professor Emeritus of the University of Manitoba, and I'm honored to be reading this citation today. The highest distinction the Senate of a university can confer upon an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria include distinguished achievement in scholarship, the arts, or public service. Our honorary graduate this afternoon is Mr. Paul Desmarais, Jr. Paul Desmarais, Jr. is one of Canada's most successful business leaders and prominent philanthropists, helping companies, employees, and communities thrive worldwide. Mr. Desmarais is chairman, and with his brother André, Chief Executive Officer of Power Corporation of Canada, a diversified international management and holding company with annual revenues of $48 billion. Power Corporation of Canada's group of companies includes Great-West Lifeco and IGM, and the group employs more than 30,000 individuals worldwide. Corporate social responsibility is ingrained in the group, and the companies support local businesses and charities in the communities where they operate. And Mr. Desmarais is at the center of it all. Born in Sudbury, Ontario in 1954 to parents Jacqueline and Paul Sr., he grew up in Montreal as one of 4 siblings. In his 20s, Mr. Desmarais chose a path that would hint at his future international achievements, earning a Bachelor of Commerce from McGill University, followed by an MBA from INSEAD, the European Institute of Business Administration in Fontainebleau, France. He worked in London, England, and then New York City before returning to Montreal in 1981 to join Power Corporation, the company his late father had developed into a highly successful billion-dollar enterprise. Mr. Desmarais Jr. took the role of chairman and co-CEO in 1996. The Desmarais are a family of visionaries who aim to make what's local and take it to make it global. In 2001, Mr. Desmarais' father, Paul Sr., received an honorary degree from this institution for his outstanding leadership in promoting Canadian industry, trade, and commerce in a global economy. This legacy continues today as Mr. Desmarais Jr. provides guidance to key international groups, such as the International Economic Forum of the Americas and the International Advisory Council of the Brookings Institution, the Washington-based research group founded in 1916 that is considered the world's top think tank. His guidance is also manifest at home as past chair of the Business Council of Canada. Known for his business acumen, but also for his commitment to community, Mr. Desmarais dedicates his time and resources to philanthropy across a range of sectors. For more than 20 years, he has built a solid bridge between the business community and Centraide, Montreal's equivalent of the United Way, particularly as founder and honorary chair of the Centraide Major Donors Circle. The largest university health center in Montreal, the CHU Saint-Justine, is also the largest mother and child health care center in Canada. Mr. Desmarais has made time to assist this center by serving as the honorary chair of the CHU Saint-Justine Foundation's campaign. He has made his mark nationally, too, as the former campaign co-chair of the Nature Conservancy of Canada. Both bilingual and bicultural, Mr. Desmarais was part of a group of 22 prominent leaders who proposed constitutional reform in 1991. And just 5 years ago, he was part of a group that skied to the North Magnetic Pole to raise awareness of the physical and mental traumas suffered by Canadian soldiers, and he has called on the business community to provide work and health programs for Canada's veterans. Mr. Desmarais is an important partner of the University of Manitoba, having supported executive education, research, and student success through the university's current Front and Center campaign and the former Building on Strengths campaign. In 2016, he helped establish the University of Manitoba's new Institute for Leadership Development, located in the Asper School of Business. His unique vision of nurturing the next generation of leaders across all fields drew significant corporate support, and Mr. Desmarais personally contributed major funds to launch this enormously important initiative. His stunning success and influence have earned him top national honors in Canada, in France, and in Belgium, and he holds several honorary degrees from several universities. Madame Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba, that you confer upon Mr. Paul Desmarais, Jr., the degree of Laws honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit to you to the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa with all rights and privileges thereto appertaining.
Madam Chancellor, President Bernard, honored guests, graduates, family, friends, bonjour à tous. Good afternoon to all of you. It is a great pleasure to be with you, graduates, and your families on this historic day in your lives, for you have accomplished something truly special, and you have done it at the University of Manitoba, one of Canada's truly great institutions, and notably the first university established in Western Canada. Thank you for those very kind and generous introduction, Emeka, and I thank you for them immensely. And also reminding me that my father got his honorary degree, which you told me earlier, which touches me deeply to be here as well. Chancellor Mann, I take particular delight in your appointment yesterday at the university's 14th Chancellor. The university has shown great wisdom in choosing you, and I know your tenure will be outstanding. I am humbled and grateful to accept this honorary doctorate of laws from the University of Manitoba. What makes this so meaningful for me is the very special connection I've enjoyed personally with great leaders from Manitoba. Many of these leaders are graduates from this university. It was right here that they, like you, cultivated the foundations of their future success, and from which they contributed mightily to the success of our group companies. People like the wonderful Jim Burns, who just recently passed away, following a rich and fruitful life, full of success in business as the CEO of Great West Lifeco, and later as president of Power Financial and Power Corporation. He also demonstrated amazing leadership in his community in a wide range of causes. Jim was an inspiration to me personally, and I regard him as a mentor. Our current CEO of Canada Life is, of course, Paul Mann, who has the good fortune, and I have to say, Paul, good sense, to be married to our Chancellor, who is also distinguished graduate of this university as well. Murray Taylor, who's here with us as well today, another Manitoba graduate, was for many years the president and CEO of Investors Group and provided outstanding leadership. And I could go on, because many are here, of which Kevin Kavanagh is on the stage here with us, in fact, and Art Morrow and many others who contributed so much here. Executive employees of all levels of these great Manitoba headquartered businesses benefit so much from their time in this institution. Let me mention as well your new Chancellor, who with her generous heart and curious mind has helped give voice to this empowerment of many people in your community, including former gang members and African refugees. There is something about this university, indeed this province, that produces, in my view, a unique kind of leadership. Witness all these leaders, Jim, Ann, Paul Mann, Murray Taylor, Ray McFeeters, your former Premier, Gary Dewar, who now is, luckily enough for us, a member of our board of directors, tells me it has very much about to do with community and values. What I see in all these individuals is a commitment to their community alongside a commitment to developing their own talents. They all have an orientation towards helping others, a wish to be connected and inclusive, and a desire to help to ensure a rich suite of activities for your fellow Manitobans, whether in successful and responsible business, the arts, sports, recreation, or other charitable causes. UMB enjoys great research and teaching that is truly world-class in caliber, whether on global population, health and infectious disease, Arctic research, or producing and studying great literature. There's a commitment to social healing as well, with your embrace of the new National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, which recognizes your long-standing commitment to education for Métis, Inuit, and First Nations students, along with a desire to do still better. It was out of such reflections with President Barnard on this unique brand of Manitoban leadership that together we came up with a concept of your recently launched Institute for Leadership Development. Dr. Barnard and his team did a superb job in elaborating a concept and convincing my brother and me, Paul Mann and Jeff Carney, to together provide one of the largest gifts in our history, to help the Front and Center campaign and get this leadership center started. The strength of our companies headquartered here depend on the continued development of great leaders in this province. People who want to help build our business and our brand, and one day, like Jim, Paul, and Jeff, run our companies. If you will allow me, I would like to speak with you briefly about and set off on this next phase of your lives is this concept of leadership and what I believe is most fundamental to it. That is to be rooted in a strong sense and a commitment to values. For that is what I have seen in all these individuals I mentioned above. I call it values-based leadership. I want to be clear. The leadership and values I'm talking about here are not just at the top level of organizations, whether CEO or president or executive director. Leadership comes at all and every level of organizations. Being a good team member, stepping up to your piece of the puzzle, assisting and helping others to do their best, preparing yourself responsibly for the next level, being dedicated to volunteer for good causes. These are all important reflections of leadership. So what are some of the values that I think are crucial to a meaningful leadership? I see a number of them. Values that I've witnessed in many of the leaders I've just mentioned. The first value, critical value, is integrity. We are faced with ethical questions all the time. Integrity is really about striving to do the right thing, to do it the right way, and making this a habit of your action. Demonstrating integrity in decisions and actions gives others the sense and the confidence that when you do things, all of you, you will do them well, do them with discipline, and do them honorably. Demonstrating integrity makes people want to work with you to partner with you, to invest in your future. Integrity is really the cornerstone of your reputation, whatever profession you choose. I believe as well, we need to embrace responsibility as a value. In our group of companies, we are deeply conscious of the fact that we do not operate in a vacuum. Thriving depends on a business depends on a thriving society. I believe profoundly that business must embrace a responsibility towards the communities in which they operate, towards our fellow citizens, towards the natural environment. I believe, too, that philanthropy is a critical ingredient to the success of any community. This is a legacy that my parents instilled in me well before the term corporate social responsibility was developed and gained currency. At PowerCore Group of Companies, we donate generously and we encourage our employees to be involved, just as important in my mind as donating. To be leaders and to give of their time to charitable causes they hold dear. Living in Manitoba, you are witnesses to that with the example of Canada Life and Investors Group. I truly believe that the act of giving benefits the giver, by the way, as well as the recipient. So even if you can only afford small amounts at this stage, get on with it and do it. You will feel better about yourself, and those individual acts do make a difference. I believe that demonstrating respect is another important value for others is both vital to your organization and to society. Respect is a true regard for others, for who they are, for what they live through, a fundamental regard for their value as fellow humans. I think it should permeate each one of us who interact within a team, with clients, and with all your stakeholders. For deep respect is not only what is right, it is key to unlocking the creative potential of the people around us. I believe we should encourage people to take pride in what they do and what they have to accomplish. True respect requires a very important quality, empathy, something very important you should all discover if you don't yet have discovered it. It's a sensitivity and awareness of the viewpoint and feelings of others. Taking a moment to walk in their shoes. This is part of good teamwork, of chemistry, where others sense we have a regard for who they are and that we wish them well for their sake, not just for our own sake. The writer Maya Angelou expressed this well when she said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said." You will all forget what I said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I think if you just remember that today, it's a big deal. Remember how you make people feel. You have all had to work hard in order to get to this great university, to excel in your courses, and to get to this day. You have climbed a mountain, but it doesn't stop today. These habits and commitments will have changed you, and I really say to you, stick with them. Hard work is an important value to carry with you in your daily discipline of getting things done right, and not to be satisfied until you've done them. That requires a passion, I think, for excellence in what you are building. Being able to sustain it through a lifetime, I think, is also a function of having a balance in your life. Don't underestimate the importance of downtime, quality time for your family. I really say this because you're probably all very ambitious as I was. You'll forget everything. You'll be dedicated to your job. Remember the important other things in your life. As you get older like I am, I can tell you they make a big difference. Suddenly you realize how important they were, and I hope you remember that from today's talk as well. Don't let your work or engagement swamp you to the point where everything becomes secondary. Having fun, by the way, matters as well. My father said this to me many times. I was so serious, so ambitious. I never even celebrated when I did something well. My father reminded me, savor life's bounty. Enjoy these moments. Enjoy the moment you're having today. Enjoy it this evening with your families and your friends. This means to a broader concept, one that you don't hear about as much these days, one of spirituality. I think this is a value and a critical one. By it, I do not mean a single creed, of course, though for many of you, like me, and how and where we worship is vital to our spirituality, and that's to be respected. I'm talking here about your sense of connection to something larger than us, our quest for meaning, for spiritual and moral beauty, our sense of frankly being alive. Call it connecting with a higher power, if you will, but I believe this is a force that we can all tap into. Every time, in fact, I'm out into the country and walk in the forest, I really marvel at nature's beauty. There's a superb harmony there. You can see the abundance of small universes that are unique and yet coming to whole together into this perfect world. It brings me to a great tranquility, and frankly, it re-energizes me. So it's important to embrace nature, let yourself feel it, and frankly, let it nourish you all, especially at down times. Remember this, just break away. Go and do something in nature, and hopefully it will resource you, as it has for myself. As you all know, hiking in the mountains, cruising on the ocean reminds us how small we are, and nature has, in fact, a way of teaching us humility. In this fast-paced world of our jobs, of being bombarded with social media, chaotic political, super chaotic political, I should have wrote, and economic events, we can easily lose touch with our spiritual dimension of ourselves. And then finally, I want to finish with the final cornerstone that I want to mention, which is courage, which I learned actually in the 2009. You'll see, you'll grow as you grow older, and you'll find the things that animate you. I really discovered courage in those years, because if you were in business, it was a tough moment to get through. And so for me, courage is sticking, though, by your values, including the toughest moments. Life is full of temptations. To cut corners, to let things slide, to rationalize, we're all good at that, and to compromise your values. Don't let yourself cross the line. I call it the line in the sand. Courage is about following through, sticking by your commitments and your values, even if it really seems tough to do so. In life generally, I think it also means stepping up to our social obligations, getting your hands dirty, so to speak, or speaking up where you can make a difference. Canada and global society needs your courage, your integrity, your empathy, your hard work. In short, your leadership rooted in such values to tackle the tough challenges ahead. Whether with environmental sustainability, achieving social harmony, creating prosperity, thought-responsible business, reconciliation with Indigenous people, making government or health system functions well, getting big things done. I hope you are all developing a passion of how you can make a real and positive difference in your careers and for your community. Which leads me to an announcement that President Barnard asked me to make today. I would happy to mention that James Burns earlier in my speech. Let me note that in addition to his long career at Great Western Power Corp, later Power Financial, he was an amazing force in your community here in Manitoba. He was one of the founders of the Manitoba Museum, a prime mover in the Citizen Coalition to save the Jets. I'm sure you all love that, and bring the NHL to Winnipeg. A leader on behalf of the Cancer Care Foundation of Manitoba, and champion creating, I remember how proud he was when he showed me the skateboard park that he built here. Jim was a real Winnipegger, a great leader in his community and in his business career. He was a mentor, an example for me of how to live well, how to live your values, and by the way, he had a lot of fun. He sure knew how to have a good time. So it gives me great joy to be able to share with you the university's decision to name the new Leadership Center the James W. Burns Institute for Leadership Development to commemorate Jim Burns, yes, but to inspire others to build on a special Manitoba leadership so that we all may benefit from it. Long may it thrive. I wish each of you a great career in your lives. Savor this day. Enjoy it. You've earned it. And thank you to University of Manitoba for this honor. I'm very touched by this moment, having followed my father's footsteps here as well. And thank you all for listening and allowing me to reflect on these, should have been shorter thoughts, but I had so much to say, I wanted to share it all with you. Thank you all. Merci beaucoup.
We now turn attention to the academic achievements of our graduating students. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we'd like to recognize one of the gold medal winners. The Faculty of Kinesiology and Recreation Management gold medal winner is Nicole Balser. Nicole Sierra Balser is the recipient of this medal, awarded for outstanding achievement in the faculty. She graduated from River East Collegiate. As part of the track and field and cross-country teams at U of M, a highlight for Nicole was placing third in the Canada West Championships in the 4x800 meter relay, both in 2016 and 2018. It was through running track that she experienced the harmony between studies and daily activities, allowing her to fall in love with how the human body is designed and made to move. Nicole's intense love of learning and passion for furthering her studies in a service-oriented profession have led her to pursue her master's degree in physical therapy. She will forever be grateful for the role her parents played in her undergraduate study, and she graduates today with a Bachelor of Kinesiology. If you turn to page 170 in your programs, you'll notice a complete list of the winners of medals and prizes here at the university. It's now time for Chancellor Anne Mann to address Convocation.
Good afternoon. Bonjour. Bonjour. Tanshe. Tensei. I want to get a good look at you. It's an exciting afternoon. Today is a special day, and it is an honor for me to celebrate your academic and personal achievements with you and to offer some brief remarks. Muriel Rukeyser, an American poet and activist, said, "The universe is made of stories, not of atoms." I'm sure there are a few scientists here who would argue this, but if we look at the realm of human endeavor, rather than at the physical universe, we do see a world made up of stories. I guarantee that here today are many truly amazing stories which belong to you, and chances are not many people know them. Stories of finding great inner strength and resilience, ones in which you've accomplished something you did not think you could do, facing obstacles such as separation from family and loved ones, working multiple jobs or raising a family while going to school, perhaps facing health challenges or even discrimination. I have a few questions for your consideration. What was the biggest challenge you faced at university? What are you most proud of? Who has been your greatest supporter? We honor those personal accomplishments and are proud of you for everything you've achieved while here at the University of Manitoba. Our stories make us who we are. I challenge you to be vulnerable and share the truths of your life. As well, if offered someone else's story, really listen. Today we are celebrating you. There are many kinds of excellence. We honor the academic excellence of winners of medals and prizes, and we honor the outstanding achievement of our honorary degree recipient. But I also want to take a moment to honor the possibly hidden excellence in each of you. The choreographer and dancer Martha Graham said, "There is a life force, an energy that is translated through you into action, because there is only one you in all time. This expression is unique. If you block it, it will never exist through another medium. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, and to keep the channel open. What is unique about you that is yours to share with the world? How will you do that? It may take you some time to realize this. I know it has for me. So celebrate today. It's the beginning of a new chapter of your life. Remember, the U of M is your home, a place to return to, a place that presented you with the opportunity and privilege of higher education. Congratulations. Félicitations. Mamuth Takusawin. Gegimino Jigem. I wish you each the very best.
Madam Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees and diplomas earned by them as these shall be announced. Will those who are to receive degrees and diplomas please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees and diplomas to which you are severally entitled, and to all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit, in absentia, those who have completed the requirements for those degrees and diplomas, who are not here today, able to be present.
Congratulations, everyone. You are now graduates of the University of Manitoba. This means the tassel goes from right to left. If those of you who are in the front row could please remain standing, everyone else, you're free to take your seats. Madam Chancellor, may I now present the candidate whom you have admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dean Todd Maunder of the Faculty of Graduate Studies will present the parchment, and Dr. David Bernard, President and Vice Chancellor, will hood the graduate. Cheng Bo Fu. And now, Madam Chancellor, if I could present the candidate whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Arts with a major in Kinesiology and Rec Management, Acting Dean Todd Duhamel of the Faculty of Kinesiology and Recreation Management, hooding the graduate. Catherine Ann Fowler. And now, Madam Chancellor, the candidate whom you've admitted to the degree of Master of Science with a major in Kinesiology and Recreation, Yash Ramesh Rawal. It's time to move on to the candidates whom you've admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration with Dean Gadi Jacobi of the I.H. Asper School of Business, hooding the graduates. Manas Anand. Brian William Bell. Christopher Warren Carther Crone. Daniel David Gerard Chevrier. Satkaran Dillon. Rohit Gelot. Maria Eugenia Gonzalez. Gaurav Gupta. Jordan Mark Hughes. Mohammed Zafar Iqbal. Udit Khanna. Dwayne Kenneth Kolodka. Trevor Neil Lawarne. Pradeep Naidu Rajana. Sarah Lynn Rusak. Mandeep Singh Saini. Mahesh Kishore Sharma. Haneen Schumann. Xwingping Lee Thomas. Phuong Tran. Sudhanshu Upadhyay. Michelle Elizabeth Wilson. Yihui Yang. And now, Madam Chancellor, the candidate for the Master of Science in Management, Yufeng Lin. We now move on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Kinesiology, with Acting Dean Todd Duhamel of the Faculty of Kinesiology presenting the parchments. University Gold Medal winner in Kinesiology, Nicole Sierra Baltzer. Ruwan Abu Hamad. Emily Maggie Elizabeth Ariano. Daryl Ron Ballantyne. Rebecca Jean Barber. Laura Lynn Brinkman. Nicole Ray Carswell. Sarah Jane Cusack. Janerl Aureliano de Chavez. Taryn Courtney Drager. Jamie Marvin Dumoran. Sarah Ann Dick. Shaquelle Fallon Hibbert. Kiana Nicole Jack. Haley Shea Joseph. James Dean Cornelson. Mackenzie Page Gobert Kowalchuk. Evan Philip Croker. Aliza Bess Lerner. Xueming Li. Nathan Lingfeng Lo. Katja Daniela Lozana Mackling. Justine Magny. Jenna Nicole Mears. Megan Danica Mozouk. Man Wang An Win. Colin John Olbert. Christopher James Oldfield. Sarah Nicole Oliver. Brooklyn Danielle Parker. Kelly Marie Parker. Shanlin Elizabeth Wanda Parkhill. Megan Abigail Pasqua. Joshua Noah Richard Pettick. Eric Jonathan Richter. Kiera Larissa Robertson. Kelsey Lynn Saggart. Ryan Neil Singh. Amanda May Slagerman. Derek Andre Tarko. Shailene Desiree Teitzma. Kaylee Barbara Durance Todd. Cora Sang. Tegan Margaret Turner. Caitlin Susan Marie Timko. Alexa Lorene Waddell. Morgan Grace Wankling. Monica Grace Warzel. Ethan Patrick Wilcox. Caitlin Marie Williams. Kevin Umang. Lexi Zimmer. And now, Madam Chancellor, the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Physical Education. Justin Raymond Robert Bourrier. Cassandra Lynn Bruce. Joshua Braden William Dreger. Caitlin May Marie Fosseneuve. Thomas John Peter Henschel. Felissa Ann Olave. Matthew Mark Trudeau. Braden William Zborowski. And now the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Recreation Management. Jessica Aiello. Angbin Arshad. Michelle May Bai. Janelle Riva Andrea Bohonicki. The medal winner for the Faculty of Kinesiology and Rec Management, Brianna Lynn Marie Boyce. Alicia Clark. Braden Christopher John Collins. Saranjit Daliwal. Car Melanson Guinto. Carmen Marie Henry. Boris Mickey Lai. Tyler Manuel Maderos. Olokunle Olubanji Omono. Caitlin Christine Reinicke. Jeremy Michael Semchishin. John Cleus Za Alvarez Tadeo. Karen Emily Cassandra Van Wyck. And finally, Madam Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours, with Dean Gadi Jacobi of the IH Asper School of Business presenting the parchments. Matthew J. Adamson. David Adarkhanov. Ivan Carlos Dicitan Agate. Emily Asun Tinyan. Omobolaji Oreolua Akindele. Rachel Aluko. Christopher Daniel Allward. Justin Carl Ambe. Colleen Barbara Anns. Loriz Mariel Ilag Aquino. Audrey Arida. Bhavik Bajaj. Tiffany Jolyn Banman. Amanda Diane Barnes. Gauravdeep Singh Bawa. Karima Afolake Bello. Huinan Bipeng. Yael Natalie Borovich Spiro. Brandon Gregory Bouchard. Naomi Grace Breen. Caitlin Elizabeth Brown. Matthew Derek Brown. Mylin Bui. Andrew Murray Campbell. Yushen Chai. Leanne Joy Montero Chan. Rovin Chima. Yuying Chen. Chisanga Mwape Chisanga. Sean Logan Christensen. Jermaine Gozo Chua. Stephanie Churchill. Riel Morgan Lee Schwartaki. Maridel Cloma. Andrew Albert Cordileone. Austin Rain Gerald Coughlin. Cassidy Lynn Coots. Cooper Benjamin Gerard Croft. Jamaica Ezra Cruz. Haley Ann Curtis. Serena May Daniels. Michael Scott DeMello. Bryce Doble. William Matthew Dusasoy. Michael Todd Fizette. Karen Lee Gamurat. Xinyi Gao. Peggy Gyang. Jonathan Alvin Gingera. Matthew Toven Goldberg. Shona Margaret Gruer. Julia Grubert van Ey der Steen. Janine Mary Emma Guest. Vilok Guliani. Asser Gebetrensai Ailu. Jillian Olivia Hambley. Pamela Valentine Harris. Melissa Sarah Ann Krichishyn. Hayoung Hu. Bryn Hughes. Samantha Louise Hughes. Ernesto Hulete. Ian Michael Humphreys. Natalie Faye Hunt. Ryan Matthew Jackish. Yifan Zhang. Samuel David Johnson. Justin Nicholas Casper. Marzuka Tasnim Khan. Melissa Swilin Hu. David Kim. Saba Kianmer. Shane Pierre Krishna. Monica Haley Kruger. Tegan Melissa Page Kublik. Erin Louise Kucheravi. Tiara Kayla Kuzik. Melissa Kuhn. Ty Kushner. Allison Caitlin Kuzi. Catherine Nicole Kuzik. Raiden Taylor LaBelle. Sébastien François Lachance. Vung Gio Lai. Sydney Quinn Last. Michael John Laverge. Matthew Stephen Laverne. Moyinolua Tololupe Lawal. Thank you. Alan David Lempert. Samantha Lesage. Carolyn Fontaine Lisi. Amy Leskew. Michaela Levy. David Levin. Sally Lee. Tianyue Lee. Yuchen Lin. Shengwei Liu. Andrew Justin Lowen. Kim Kim Lee. Bihe Liu. Brian Andrew McKenzie. Chung Yi Joy Mak. Mary Claire Nakolo Maniuru. Josue Charles Robert Marshallton. Enrique Matundan. Carly Moist. Gideon Cornelius Zamora Mojica. Riley Louise Morningstar. Daniel Mortimer. Taylor Moscal. Mark Munuza. Zachary Tyler Myers. Bailey Lynn Naherniak. Yoon Nguyen. Michael Dominic Nimchuk. Dylan Nicholas Noga. Aljen Jarine Pascual Novalaska. Ifeolua Moboni Obamo. Regina Grace Olazo. Stacy Ormel. Miles Thomas Alexander Pagaduan. Kyle Jordan Palomar. Anastasia Papadopoulos. Kevin Kurtikumar Patel. Monaliben Hemant Kumar Patel. Snehal Ravji Shivji Patel. Siu Peng. Ivraj Singh Plaha. Allison Preso. Jack Pasui. Molly Sheila Quinton. Mitchell Rabkin. Tilaka Ratnayake. Jonathan David Gary Reynolds. Alec Ricard. Maria Arabella Mabini Robles. Andrei Rudnik. Frederick Benjamin Sake. Joshua de la Paz San Pedro. Matthew Schmidt. Brigitta Schuler. Troy Michael Schultz. Ravinder Kaur Sahira. Wajia Shahzad. Mohammed Farouk Sheikh. David Alexander Kauchi Shao. Alana Nicole Sharman. Scott Matthew Shaner. Stephanie Diane Sheedy. Irina Shkliar. Erica Sierra Melos Santos. Thank you. Thorson Murray Sigmar. Christian Antonio Sigurdsson. Tanner John Robert Sinclair. Joshua John Sleva. Robert Keelan Batajelli Smith. Noah Patrick Sunan. Olatunbosun Paul Sogeke. Michal Sokolowski. James Paul Spencer. Byron Gerald Spriggs. Landon Malcolm Wilson Stewart. Meng Sun. Alexander Reeve Tashinsky. Maria Bernadette Tapiceria. Shelby Ray Tarr. Matthew Douglas Thompson. Caitlin Maria Taves. Cara Charlene Thomason. Catherine Natalie Twisteniak. John Christian Gotai. Savannah Irene Vallanos. Stephanie Vallet. Tyler David Marinus Vanderwees. Kelly Marie Verwey. Blessy Angelica Volfango. Janine Lauren Wallach. Shen Wang. Devon Wardrobe. Taylor Elizabeth Watkins. Shane Lawrence Williams. Jamie Jo-Yi Wong. Jordan James Yeresh. Zamin Yi. Selena Yu. Hao Yu. Micah Thompson Nelson Zacharias. Minyu Zhang. Tingyu Zhou. And finally, Luka Zvonimir Zorika.
Good afternoon, Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Desmarais, guests, and graduates. My name is Jeff Lieberman, and I'm the Chair of the Board of Governors of the University of Manitoba, and I'm a proud alumnus of the University of Manitoba. Congratulations, graduates. Today you turn the page and begin a new chapter of your lives. There are discoveries yet to be made and stories yet to be written. Today marks not only an accumulation of your effort and dedication toward your studies, but the next phase of what we hope will be a lifelong relationship with the University of Manitoba. Our alumni are the U of M's greatest strength. Worldwide, our alumni are ambassadors, advocates, and thought leaders. They include Jim Ramsey, the head athletic trainer and director of sports medicine for the New York Rangers. Bruno Roldan, VP at Shopify, who has helped grow the e-commerce company's merchant base to over 800,000. and Lindy Norris, Distinguished Alumni Award recipient and founder of Athena Leadership, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing leadership development, mentorship, and networking opportunities to women professionals in Manitoba. Today you join these individuals and 142,000 other alumni living in 138 countries. Congratulations, graduates. From here, you can go anywhere, and we are proud to have you as part of the alumni community. Thank you.
This brings the afternoon's proceedings to a close. There are refreshments available outside, back where we came into the buildings, so we'd invite you to join us out there. And I would ask members of the audience to stay in your places until the graduates have left, and then please join us back there. I now adjourn the 140th Annual Convocation until tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.